Hi guys. So I just got done watching the Vourdalak. I think I'm saying that right, which is a horror movie that came out last year, from France. And this is a film that I honestly never heard of until I had some people telling me you should watch this. This is like going to be one of the most underrated films of that year. Um, so I decided to watch it. It just got added to Shudder. And apparently, this is based on a segment from a 1960s anthology film called Black Sabbath, which is a film I am familiar with, but I have not yet seen. And apparently, it's also based on a book called, I think it's called like The Family of the Vourdalak or something like that. But I really enjoyed this movie. I thought this was super cool for the kind of film it was. It's really hard to describe what the film is about, but it is a folk horror movie, and it's also a vampire movie, kind of. It's kind of the film I would actually compare this to the most is Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. I do prefer Nosferatu to this movie. Um, but this was a really cool film. I thought everybody did really good in the movie. I thought the whole aesthetic of the movie looked really good. Like it really feels like a movie that came out in like the 60s or 70s. Like if you were to throw this on for someone and you told them that it came out in the 60s or the 70s, I can guarantee they would probably believe you. Like I know I would because this really is shot and recorded like a 60s or 70s movie. It really does feel like a lost film from that era that just got published last year. It really does feel like that. Um uh and the actual Vourdalak itself I thought was super cool. Um Now, of the titular creature of a Vourdalak is not something I'm too familiar with. I know it's like a vampire demon-esque being, but this movie I thought it was super cool. Like, I really like the look of it. I thought it was super creepy. Now, I know I can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people that will probably think it looks stupid. It does look a little bit wonky in a couple of scenes, but I think for the most part that it does look really unsettling, and I honestly don't know how they were able to create it. I can assume there was puppetry involved, but like there's definitely more to it than just that. It's just the way they were able to create that is super impressive, and it's pretty unsettling to look at as well. And I thought the soundtrack to this movie was also really cool as well. This movie had a really cool 60s, 70s-esque horror soundtrack, and I really liked that. Um, so yeah, overall, I think this is definitely a big surprise from last year, and I'm glad I was able to catch it. It's a super cool film. Definitely not going to be for everybody. A lot of people are going to think this is probably a really pretentious movie. But I personally really enjoyed it, and who knows? I think I will probably maybe I'll like it more on rewatches. Who knows? But I really enjoyed it. I will say, if you like me loved Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, then you will at least like this. I can say that. Like I said, I prefer Nosferatu over this movie, but this is a really cool film. If you're interested in stuff like that, and if you like films like Nosferatu, then I think you'll really enjoy this. And I definitely recommend it. And it's also it's a really overlooked film from last year, so definitely check it out. It just got added to Shudder. I believe you can also rent it or watch it for free on Hoopla if you have a library card, but just got added to Shudder a few days ago, and I definitely recommend it. So that's my review on the Vourdalak. If you've seen it, let me know what you think about it in the comments. And as always, subscribe to me to see more horror and thriller reviews.